Folks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have brought in yet another player for a pre-draft visit, a top 30 visit more specifically, and today we're going to be talking about Oklahoma center Chris Murray. Now, Chris Murray has played both center and right guard in college. I believe he was a transfer from UCLA over to Oklahoma, if I am correct. If I'm wrong, hey, go ahead and let me know down in the comments section below. But point being is that he has had experience, especially as a starter, both at right guard and at center. Oklahoma, I feel, is always a really good school to develop offensive linemen. A little bit of a connection there with Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield as well, who also played football at Oklahoma. So that is a very cool connection to make there, but versatility is always good. It's something the Buccaneers always look for in their offensive linemen. We've seen it time and time and time again. If you can play right tackle, you may be asked at some point to play left tackle, and then you might be asked to play left guard or right guard or center. It's been a strategy that the Buccaneers have been employing for so many years now and have had varying levels of success. But the point being is that versatility is very much encouraged and looked at when the Buccaneers are analyzing and deciding on who they want to bring in as offensive linemen for this team. And whenever you look at Chris Murray here, he has started every game for Oklahoma at right guard in 2021 and in 2022. The Buccaneers did just get rid of Shaq Mason, who played right guard for them recently. Alex Kappa is long gone. He was with the Cincinnati Bengals this most previous season, and it's a little bit of a question mark right now as to who is going to be that right guard for this team right now, potentially starting right guard, I guess I should say. There are a lot of different competitors that are out there right now. You have Robert Hainsey, who could move over and potentially be a starting guard for you. He was going to be in that mix for the starting left guard position before Ryan Jensen had sustained his injury and Robert Hainsey had to go and play center in that scenario. You have John Molchon, who has been a very versatile offensive lineman. He's been playing center, guard. The Buccaneers coaching staff likes him a lot. He is another guy who will be in that mix. Obviously, the team did also just re-sign two guards who have started for the Buccaneers in the past, those two being Nick Leverett, who has started at left guard for the Buccaneers very recently, and Aaron Stinney, who is another player who has started both at right and left guard for the Buccaneers in recent years. Aaron Stinney did just sustain a torn ACL in last year's training camp, but he is looking to rebound and recover from that injury and compete. You've also got to consider Luke Gedeke, recent second-round draft pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, if the Buccaneers do decide to move Tristan Wirfs from right tackle to left tackle, then there is also a strong possibility that they will move Luke Gedeke from left guard to right tackle, something that he did at the end of the regular season last year and showed improvement based on where he was at left guard, which was not very good at all. So there's a lot of different names that you can throw out there who can be and will be competing for these two starting guard spots, be it at left guard and right guard. And it makes sense as to why the Bucs are interested in a guy in Chris Murray, who has had such great experience starting for a high-level school in Oklahoma at right guard, where the Buccaneers did just get rid of their starter and are looking to potentially bring in a new starter there at the position or have a competition for a starting guard spot at that position. And Chris Murray's certainly got the size. 6'2", 308 pounds. He is a better pass blocker than a run blocker, which is what I've seen in a lot of draft analyses. And I think that that is a fair thing to make whenever you do look at Murray and his size especially. It definitely seems like he is more of a finesse type of blocker, not necessarily a big mauling type of guy in run blocking situations specifically. But I will say that I think that that can be improved on. I think that whenever you look at the Buccaneers offense, it is still an offense that caters more to a passing attack rather than a running attack, especially whenever Dave Canales bringing in a more so West Coast style of offense that may rely on more short type passing situations and things along those lines. It is definitely an environment that I think Chris Murray could fit into, be it at center, be it at right guard. And, you could also consider Chris Murray as a backup center. If Robert Hainsey is going to be competing for a guard spot, that means that there is a pretty decently sized opening back there as well. And right now, as it stands, Chris Murray is projected to be a later round pick. I believe some type of day 3 pick. That could be round 4, 5, 6, 7, something along those lines. and it does make sense as to why the Buccaneers would bring him in for a top 30 visit. He has the versatility, he has some good size, he's a good pass blocker, could be a very good fit for this Dave Canales offense, and at the end of the day, they need more bodies in there to compete for either a starting guard spot or possibly even the backup center job as well. So this is a move that I think is encouraging to see, because the Buccaneers are still looking to beef up their interior offensive line. I think that Chris Murray is a good prospect with a lot of room to grow and will be able to grow, and I think that overall, this is a pretty interesting prospect to pay attention to in terms of the middle to later rounds of the Buccaneers in their upcoming draft. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.